AFTV DT, how frustrating a game was that? 1-0 up. I thought it's cruising. Actually, no, cruising. At the time when we were 1-0 up, I'd say more or less in control of the game. Saka gets 2 big chances that all season long, he put those away in his sleep, doesn't put them away. And then Granit Xhaka, I don't know what he's doing. They get a goal back. Second half, we get more chances, but also refereeing in the game again is a talking point. Was it a handball? Was it a handball? I mean, I don't even know where to start with this. Talk me through what you made of the game.
I'll get onto that second half in a minute. But first half, like you said, absolutely done nothing. Burnley, in terms of cause a threat, pumped the ball long. We dealt with it. There was no issues, no problems. I've watched the Xhaka incident again. If you're still blaming Leno, give your head a wobble. Go and learn and educate yourself on the game. When the ball come in, Granit Xhaka, first and foremost, shouldn't have even took a touch of the ball. The ball had to go to his left-hand side immediately. It's very simple, very basic. Switches it to his left-hand side as he's looking at it. You've got 2 men over. There's no Burnley players pressing that right-hand channel. It's simple. Even when he takes a touch, he still has the option of going on Chris Wood's right-hand side. For some unknown reason, he decides, I'm going to bend it around him. And the best bit is, or not best bit, because of obviously what he did, he watches, he looks. He actually, after he takes the first touch, he looks to evaluate what's on in his proximity and around him. And he still decides to do it. Absolutely catastrophic error. Going 1-1 at half time.
Embarrassing.
Come out.
Embarrassing error.
Oh, it's embarrassing. It's like you can defend him as much as you want and talk about great performances of late, but those are the mistakes that he continually seems to make. He either makes a mistake by doing something silly and getting sent off, or he makes a mistake that ultimately leads to a goal. And I think you were telling me at halftime that was his 8th mistake in a certain period of time that have led to goals. Too many times this is happening. Once or twice even you can go, cool, everyone makes mistakes. But at what point do you learn from those mistakes? That's the issue here. And I've backed him more than anyone. But that is just inexcusable. He will know it. And everyone else will know it.
Well, I said to somebody in the comments online, when they're trying, because there's a lot of people saying, "Oh, Leno, hoof the ball down." We don't play like that. We know that. We've seen how Arsenal have been playing for a long time. And as I made the point to a lot of people, the real telling point on it was that Xhaka was not moaning at Leno after the mistake. He knew it was all on him.
He knew. He asked for the ball. If you go and watch the actual view that shows the whole picture of the play it was at that time, it's a very simple, basic move. The ball's played into Leno. He plays it into Xhaka. He turns it around on his inside, and we build our attack on the channel. It's basic. It was not even anything that was a danger. There were more. Burnley pressed us quite high in that first half. That was not even one of the incidents where it was close. Like, go and watch it again. When Xhaka moves off his marker to receive the ball from Leno, the Burnley player actually kind of stops and goes, I've not moved with him. I've lost him, and tries to get behind him. But there's no pressure. There's nothing. It's inexcusable. Stop blaming Leno. He had nothing to do with that goal. And all this hoof it long and everything. You're the same people that criticise teams like Stoke and Burnley because all they do is hoof it long. That was not one of those incidents where you hoof it long. It's a mistake. End of story. It's a mistake by Granit Xhaka. Then you go into the second half, and I felt we just kind of sat back. It was flat. It was slow. And then we had to jig things up a little bit. And Mikel, to his credit in this sense, made the substitutions quite early today to freshen things up. And I felt that gave us a bit of, impetus in the game and a bit of directness and everything else. And then it was actually Leno that stopped Burnley from going 2-1 ahead. If we would have actually lost that game, that would have been inexcusable. But then in that final 20 minutes, my God, where do we start? Right. Pepe misses a sitter. I look back at that and I tell you what that incident is. That's a player that's caught in two minds whether to go with his right foot or his left foot, and then gets caught in between and completely misses the ball. We then have the clearest of penalties you will ever see not given. I'm not listening to this Premier League messaging BT Sports Studios and saying proximity and all this bollocks. The same thing happened with Ryan Bertrand against Wolves only 2-3 weeks ago, where the ball smashed at him and he physically couldn't move, and yet it was a penalty. The guy's arms outstretched. You would have thought he was a goalkeeper trying to make the situation look bigger. It's a stonewall, clear as day penalty. And the bit that really pisses me off is that the guy at Stockley Park, the referee that's decided in his logical, whatever wisdom he has, that is not a handball. Why is the referee still not being given the opportunity to go and look himself? Because Andre Mariner could have looked at that and gone, no, do you know what? I actually think that is a penalty. Now I've seen it. My interpretation, it is a penalty. Because when a VAR referee says, go and view the monitor, the referees take that and go and view it. So why is it still not the same when they say, no, I don't think it is a penalty? So you've got to take my word for it. Because ultimately, it falls down to the referee on the pitch. Proximity.
So what's the proximity? This proximity thing now, how many yards is it? How many yards? This is absolutely...
Robbie, I'll tell you what they'll do. They'll sit around their big table on Monday and they'll probably change the rules again like they did after the Fulham Spurs game, just because they realise they look like a bunch of incompetent clowns. Because that's what they are. People could sit there all day long and talk about 1-1, poor performance, mistakes, no chances missed. That is a catastrophic fucking decision that has changed the direction of the game. We can win the game with that. Despite the poor performance, despite the missed chances, we still had a stonewall opportunity to win the game. And those are the type of games where you go, you know what, you're not firing, you're missing these opportunities, you're not playing great, but you get away from there with 3 points. Great, move on to Thursday. But we've been robbed of that opportunity because of incompetence again. And I'm bored of it. How many times? And we're not the only people this happens to. Manchester United felt aggrieved last week because Callum Hudson-Odoi's arm is up here and he's handled the ball.
That was the next ridiculous. No, there's a proximity on that one and all.
Somebody explain to me what the rules are anymore.
I don't know.
Nobody.
That's what I've been asking this now for about the whole season. Somebody, I'm going to give, you know what, instead of the AFTV picks where it's like pick out, anybody who can tell me what a penalty is definitively, maybe we give it to them. We give them the £1,000. I got no clue what a handball is anymore. I don't know. Last week, and this is where I buy with the conspiracy thing. I just think they're crap, these men, because I was there, I was watching that game. And I was like, how's that not a handball? That's not a natural position. No. Then the one today, like you said, he's got both arms out. As I said, the only way that's a natural position is if you're an aeroplane. You got to laugh because, honestly.
Mate, do you know, it's like my kids. It's like when they're really young and they pretend they're an aeroplane.
Yeah.
And it's like, when you're trying to feed your children when they're first starting to eat and you're like, here comes the aeroplane, with the food on the spoon and stuff.
Honestly, man, I'm at a loss, but it's 2 points dropped. No chance of getting any top six now in the league, is there?
No.
I said top six, not 4.
I'm so pissed off by that, right? And you know what? It's been over an hour since the game's finished and I'm still angry. I'm still so like wound up by everything. the Xhaka situation, the poor finishing, you know, they'll talk about, oh, VAR got one decision, right? Well done. That's where VAR does work, because it's clearly, you know, hit his shoulder. You can hold your hands up and say, great, VAR, well done. You got one right. But over the last week, you got about 7 wrong. And today includes it. So they'll all be sitting there patting each other on the back saying, oh, well done with that one. Well done. Yeah, well done. What about the other one, you prats? Incompetence. Until you sort the rules out, the incompetent officials out, the organizers of everything, you ain't never going to be able to sort this mess out, Robbie. VAR, and I've said this, how many times have I told you VAR is not the problem? It's not the problem. It's the people and the rules.
Is it ruining the game for you?
All VAR.
It's starting to ruin.
No, it's ruining the game because you're seeing so many decisions where you don't know what's going on anymore. That's the issue. You know, I watch multiple clips that people have been putting on social media of you know, video referees and all that kind of stuff in rugby, in football, in Australia, and wherever it might be, and how it's worked and how it's used correctly. And one of the big key things is the communication and the understanding. You know, we just sit there and all you get is them going like this. And you're there like, what's going on? What's being said? What's happening? Like, why are you not letting everybody understand the situation and leaving everyone scratching their head? And I've said it, VAR's not a problem. If used correctly, it can be fine. You know, we had one decision go our way the year we went to Manchester United and Aubameyang was a million miles onside. Do you remember that one? And it was disallowed initially.
Yeah.
So incidents like that are where you go, yes, VAR, great, wonderful, perfect. But this ain't VAR's fault.
I don't know what's going on at Stockley Park, mate. I'll tell you, I really don't.
But it's not even that, Robbie. Robbie, not even that, yeah? Please tell me, not even so much the referee, but how the linesman who's right in front of that doesn't see it.
Yeah, that's true.
At the actual time, the linesman who's on that side and looking at it unobstructed has not put the flag across his chest to you know, let the referee know that he believes it's a penalty. You know, that's where he needs help there as well. They've got so many pairs of eyes to help them, and they still get it wrong. Make it make sense, please, because I don't know anymore. I don't know. And it's the bias hits the post right at the end. Do you know what I mean? I haven't even gone back to see if my TV's fixed, man. I dash something and I hit it. I don't want to go in there yet, man.
Hopefully it's all right for Thursday. Can we bounce back?
We have to, man. We have to. We had enough chances to win that game by about 4 or 5 goals today, Robbie.
Exactly.
We're not playing well. Not playing like how we played against Leicester was really good and quite fluid and everything else, yeah? But you're not going to play like that every single week. It's true facts that it's never going to happen. And this was a game where you don't make a mistake. VAR, or not even VAR, but the referee does his job properly, or we take our chances, and we're sitting there now absolutely fine.
Well, DT, cheers, mate. And it's all on Thursday. Today's show is sponsored by Profit Accumulator, the UK's #1 match betting service. So what is match betting? It's a method that's used by individuals to profit from free bets and incentives offered by bookmakers. By leveraging one bookie's offer against another bookie's offer, it's possible to ensure that the odds are in your favour. And when you sign up to Profit Accumulator, they will walk you through how to do match betting with their easy to follow video guides. Profit Accumulator have a friendly 7-day-a-week customer support team that will help you with any questions that you might have. So what are you waiting for? Click the link in the description and you can start your Profit Accumulator journey today and you won't regret it.